Did you know that 1 million Malaysians live abroad? Of the 820,000 Malaysians aged 25 or above, 335,000 have tertiary education. According to World Bank survey in 2011, this group of people is classified as brains. What is brain drain? The term brain drain refers to the transfer of human capital resources, and it applies mainly to the migration of highly educated individuals from developing to developed countries. This could be a migration of engineers, physicians, scientists, and other very high-skilled professionals with a tertiary education background. Simply put, working abroad away from the home country. The brain drain is heavily concentrated in 4 destination countries, which are home to 83% of Malaysia's skilled diaspora. Singapore hosts 54% of all highly skilled Malaysians abroad, followed by Australia 15%, the United States of America 10%, and the United Kingdom 5%. This phenomenon also has an ethnic dimension, as the propensity to migrate is higher among Chinese Malaysian and Indian Malaysian minorities. According to Randstad Work Monitor in 2017, 66% of employees in Malaysia were the most likely to leave their market for a career opportunity, which was significantly higher than the global average of 50%. The demographic the most willing to move were male employees based in Malaysia aged between 25 and 34.
Brain drains can be defined as a significant migration of individuals. It also can be caused by internal conflict, the availability of better job possibilities in other nations, or a desire to improve one's standard of living. This migration, particularly of health professionals, cause rising concern around the world due to the impact on health system in developing countries. In Malaysia, the government is taking it seriously since brain drains has reached a critical mass. According to the Human Resource Minister, Malaysia has a 5.5% brain drain rate, which is much higher than the global average of 3.3%, with highly qualified and talented individuals seeking better chances elsewhere. Malaysia has been dealing with this problem for many years, with many of its brightest brains departing the country to pursue employment elsewhere, with 1.8 million Malaysians working abroad, including 1.30 million in surrounding countries such as Singapore. The brain drain problem has important ramifications on Malaysian economy in terms of human capital development and productivity.
Next, we will discuss about the factors contributing to brain drain issues.
The problem must have a cause. The same goes for the poor quality of life in Malaysia caused by the high level of corruption. What is the connection between corruption and the issue of brain drain? The number of countries seeing a decline in corruption is increasing, while 124 countries' levels remain steady, according to the 2022 Corruption Perceptions Index (CPI). The worst effects are caused by corruption, which is a significant factor in the deteriorating situation of international peace. It is estimated that Malaysia recorded a loss of up to 4.5 trillion ringgit Malaysia in a period of 26 years due to corruption. Corruption has caused the failure of the Malaysian administration to provide a good quality of life to the domestic population. This is because of the greed of the powerful to make more profit, which leads to stunted economic growth. And unstable economic affects people's quality of life. Finally, people who are skilled and professional choose to migrate to another countries that are tough to have better life opportunities than in Malaysia. Increasingly critical issue of brain drain is taken lightly by the Malaysian government, even though the government often changes. But this issue always comes up. Thus, according to Human Resources Minister V. Sivakumar, Malaysia has recorded a brain drain rate of 5.5% of the population, which is much higher than the worldwide average of 3.3%. This proves that the rate of corruption in Malaysia needs to be immediately prevented and controlled, because the effects of corruption, the country's economic growth will be worse due to the rate of professional migration of foreign countries.
The next factor of brain drain issue is insufficient healthcare facility and infrastructure. Professor Adiba Kamarazaman brought up the subject of brain drain, claiming that the top university, University Malaya, lose at least 30 of its brightest medical graduates to Singapore each year. People may choose to migrate to nations with better healthcare system if they believe their own country lacks the necessary healthcare facility, resource, or high-quality healthcare service. This choice is frequently motivated by worries about one's own family and one's family health, including having access to quality medical care, specialist treatment, and cutting-edge medical technology. Specialized medical treatment are one instance of how inadequate healthcare infrastructure and facilities can prompt medical professionals to look for better equipment and a more cutting-edge medical center abroad. As a result, Malaysia healthcare specialized in this field might feel constrained in their ability to give patients the best care possible. These healthcare professionals may decide to pursue opportunities abroad in search for the better equipped and more modern medical environment. These professionals hope to advance their own knowledge and expertise, improve the treatment of patients, and contribute to the medical advancement in the field they specialize in by relocating the nation with a sophisticated healthcare infrastructure. They might also be drawn to this nation academic and research opportunities because they can advance their professional development and benefit the world medical community. Third, political instability. Economic development and investment can be hampered by the frequent shift in government ecosystem policy and corruption scandal. In time of political unrest, government frequently struggle to allocate the resource efficiently. Investment in research, innovation, and education that could consequently suffer. Uncertainty in the academic environment and inadequate funding for research institutions and universities may deter the students and researchers from pursuing careers in Malaysia. For example, healthcare professionals may worry about how political unrest will affect the healthcare system, especially people who hold the key position or possess specialist knowledge. They might be concerned about the potential changes in healthcare policy, financial restrictions, and uncertainties regarding the supply resource and financial support for the medical service. As a result of this, some healthcare professionals may decide to immigrate in search of safer environment with better opportunities for career advancement and job security. They might believe that the political ambiguities and potential for instability in the healthcare sector could jeopardize their professional advancement and personal well-being. In political environments that are uncertain, private healthcare companies and investors may become reluctant to invest money in enhancing the healthcare infrastructure or implementing the new technologies.
Next, we will discuss about the advantages and disadvantages of the brain drain issues.
The world has become smaller in this age of globalizations. The world needs skilled human resources in various fields, including trade, education, and training of young health professionals. The occurrence of the phenomenon of people's migration is different from time to time and from country to country. Although this stabilizes labor market dynamics, it also contributes to brain drain problems in some nations. There are many advantages to brain drain issues. Firstly, better career alternatives that may not be available in their own country for qualified workers. Money, security, education, and work-life balance are the conditions in which many highly educated, technically gifted, and skilled individuals migrate to other countries. According to the Job Street 2013, the average willingness of Malaysian individuals talent to work abroad in 2018 was 65%, lower than in 2014, which was 67%. Australia, Singapore, and the UK are three countries that are their favorite locations. Malaysian workers desire to work abroad in 2021, up 72% in search of better job prospects according to Employment Hero. One of the main motives for many intellectual and technical individuals to leave Malaysia for other countries is due to economic factors. Professional positions such as doctors, engineers, and scientists are usually paid more abroad than in their own country. In addition, they leave their own country in search of greater job satisfaction, an environment that promotes academic progress, better wages and working conditions, a higher standard of living, and other factors. Secondly, the country of the immigrant will propose as more foreign currency flows in. In the last decade, Malaysia has received a significant increase in remittances. Due to the rise in global mobility, Malaysia remittance or money transfers business has experienced tremendous expansion in recent years. Two of the key factors driving the expansion of the remittance sector are the rise in international migration and the strong economic growth. Malaysia has recorded the third highest outbound migration after the Philippines and Indonesia. The better pay provided by the host countries for workers to earn a living is one of the driving forces for Malaysians to work overseas. Lastly, better high-quality education. Promoting high-quality education globally is a significant objective that has the potential to improve people's lives and communities. People can acquire the information and skills they need via quality education to success in the workforce and give back to their communities. Since educated people are more likely to have access to better paying employment and opportunities, it can also aid in ending the cycle of poverty. According to UNESCO, Malaysia has 59,144 students who are studying abroad. Higher education has been transformed by globalization. which now makes top university accessible to students from developing countries abroad.
Next, I will explain about the next advantages of the brain drain issue. Low tax revenue is the first advantages. It will certainly affect the revenue due to the migration of individual. Since government relies with the revenue that come from the tax itself, this will become a huge advantages and will lay down the economy. This is proven by article written by Penang Institute stated that for 5 straight years, the income paid by some highly trained professionals in Malaysia was higher. If those professionals decide to migrate to another country, it will affect and make Malaysia lose a few million since they do not have to pay the income taxes anymore. This is a worrying trend since they will have a higher possibility for the unemployed to migrate in another country, since they may receive a lower salary and it will likely to happen to engineer and medical students. For example, University of Malaya loses 30 of their graduate to Singapore. Next, turn to the second advantages is shortage of skilled workers. As you know, skilled workers are needed in all industries. They have knowledge, skill that can be applied. This is also crucial for economic development. Malaysia has reported to lose about 500,000 skilled workers for the past 40 years due to brain drain issue. For them, salary are sometimes no longer counted as an issue for them to migrate. Sometimes it's about lack of innovation, development and process for this individual to promote and expand their skill. Professionals who leave a significant void to fill is not always simple to replace. For example, consider medical professional for developing country who relocate to section 2 of the industrial world in search of better possibilities. When they depart, there may not be enough person to replace, affecting the quality of health treatment for those who remain. Even with the low skill, expected work will not be at the same level as the skilled worker.
Immigration or highly trained workers such as doctors, engineers, and scientists cause the low numbers of talent replacement in the local workforce, making it difficult for firms to locate qualified and talented workers. The country's economy also will suffer if potential entrepreneurs, talented professionals, and workers are not available. As a result, there will be no growth or development in infrastructure, the economy, or healthcare. In fact, highly skilled people are frequently the driving force behind industry innovation and creativity. When they depart, the local economy may see a drop in new ideas, products, and services. Then the migration of health professionals, particularly from developing countries to developed countries, shows that when they depart, there may not be enough skilled people, and the healthcare sector has had a low number of teleworkers to replace them, affecting the quality of health treatment for those who remain in the country.
Next, we will discuss about the suggestion to overcome brain drain issues.
Now for the first suggestion to overcome the brain drain issue is making the investment in vital industry. To attract and keep skilled workers, it is crucial to make investment in sectors that place a high priority on innovation and research. Malaysia can develop an environment that fosters innovation by setting up the research facilities, offering funding and grants for research projects, and encouraging interaction between academia and industry. This will help to keep the local talent as well as draw in the talented people looking for a setting that supports cutting-edge research and development. Additionally, Malaysia can gain a competitive edge by investing in high-tech and knowledge-based industry like biotechnology, renewable energy, and information technology. This will provide skilled workers with the chance to work on cutting-edge projects, advanced technology, and have a rewarding careers. Malaysia may advertise itself as a hub for this industry, attracting and retaining talent by offering infrastructure, monetary rewards, and support for new business and technology companies. Investment in entrepreneurship significantly contributes to the economic growth and talent attraction. It will help to encourage people to launch their own business by investing in programs that support the entrepreneurship. Giving the qualified individual the opportunity to receive funding, guidance, and business growth tool will enable them to pursue their goals of becoming entrepreneurs within the nation. This will support a thriving ecosystem by not only keeping talent but also opening up job opportunities for others.
Next suggestion is by offering to increase the wages. This may be the best solution to addressing the brain drain issue. Most immigration happen due to the lack of wages that they got from their job, especially for people that work in medical profession. There are many cases that arise in the sector when they need to work overtime without getting their wages aligned with the amount they need to stay in the hospital. A few articles also has been addressing that this need to be taken into account, such as from article The Star, Human Resource Minister stated that wages is one of the elements that influence high-skilled people not to leave the country, and all companies should prioritizing buying a good compensation. It is one of the factors that influence high-skilled individuals not to leave the country. Another article also stated that MP Wong Chen also stated that approximately 30% of graduates leave Malaysia owing to socio-political factor, with the remaining 70% departing due to wages factor. Offering better wages is crucial and need to be done by all the employers, since unemployed graduates will be looking to the highest wages, although all the salary will be determined by the market.
The Returning Expert program can encourage Malaysian professionals working overseas to bring back their invaluable experiences, skill sets, knowledge, and intellectual talent to help build a world-class workforce right here in Malaysia. By providing appealing living and financial incentives to assist returning Malaysian talents in setting in fast and smoothly, this program also designed to combat brain drain caused by highly educated professionals leaving to pursue better career opportunities by providing returnees with benefits such as tax breaks and permanent residency from family members. The employees in this program are eligible for several tax breaks, including a flat tax rate of 15% for 5 years, with most employees in this program would normally be taxed at 25%, a tax exemption for a car worth up to 150,000 ringgit Malaysia, and a tax exemption for all personal effects brought into Malaysia, limited to 1 shipment.
Political stability needs to be prioritized at this time for the safety and well-being of the people. Political stability plays an important role in keeping economic growth from stagnating. Political instability leads to various effects including social, economic, and political effects. Therefore, every country needs to strengthen political stability so that national policies can be carried out efficiently and effectively. It is well known that the issue of the brain drain is one of the consequences of political instability. The too frequent change of government illustrates that the politics of this democratic system is unstable. When this frequency increases, it is inevitable that the actions brought into the Malaysian government also differ according to the head of the administration. This includes in terms of the formation of national policies. In addition, the issue of brain drain is not something new in Malaysia. In fact, it is a case that is always raised in Parliament. But even though the government often changes, this issue still does not find a solution. Therefore, the Malaysian government must create a relatively stable political relationship between politicians and the parties involved. This is because mature actions can be adapted in an effort to find a solution to the brain drain issue in Malaysia. Finally, the economy of Malaysia is able to satisfy the people to keep their profession here. To summarize our topic today, which is the brain drain issue in Malaysia. Malaysia is one of the countries most affected by brain drain. About 1.7 million Malaysians work abroad, with 54% of them in Singapore, in Australia 15%, the United States 10%, and the United Kingdom 5%. Many factors as described are reasons for them to choose to work abroad instead of their own country. This includes personal, family, and country economic factors. The economic weakness in Malaysia, such as the failure to provide an appropriate salary rate to workers according to their skills and level of education, has caused them to feel unrecognized and not worth being employed in Malaysia. In order to lead a better life, they choose to leave Malaysia and contribute their energy in foreign countries. However, the book, by seeing that brain drain also have a positive impact such as better career alternative, the country of the immigrant will prosper as more foreign currency flows in and having better high quality education. On the other hand, it also contributes to the deficiencies such as low tax revenue. Malaysia faced the shortage of skilled workers and low number of talent replacement. Therefore, as long as there is power, the issue of brain drain always has a possibility to be solved through investments in vital industries, increase the wages and salary, returning the expert program, and the Malaysian government should create relative political stability.